to there? Really? Okay, let's quickly have a look at our overlay. So, but this is not a secure zone, so why can't you find the path? Can't pass security, make sure that security checkpoint is accessible. Is this is where you want to go though, right? Let's just try. Okay, try one more time. Let's just see. So again, it's not a secure zone though. Why are you... Why are you needing to go through security? Anyway, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do another restart. I don't like it, but maybe that's what is going to have to happen. Again, with all of these people, we just need some kind of way to get that going. Let's quickly put a few lights up here. I want us to kind of make sure that we're doing the right thing here. So if we're doing the large lights, we want the corner pieces here. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Right there. Actually, we'll do one over there and one over there. There and there. Nice. That looks quite good. There's the designer in me coming out right now. Let's see about the other bits and pieces of lights. So if we'll do a little something like this, maybe. Like so, and maybe somewhere in the middle over here. It's only 3 wide though. That one's not going to work there, and we'll do something like that, and then maybe we'll get the absolute big one. No, not that one. This one, and we'll just kind of slot it right in there. There we go. So there we go with some nice lighting over there. We need to do tons more lighting. Are you going to add in the remote stands? Yes, I think I am going to add the remote stands into this terminal, but maybe just like 1 or 2. I'm not going to go big on the remote stands, just because they do also from time to time cause a little bit of problems. Let's just quickly see what's going on with our terminal. Okay, let's repaint the terminal pieces. So I'm tempted to kind of get rid of this, right? So if we should be able to. Can I get rid of that? Yes, I can. Okay, good. So we've got rid of that. Now what we'll do is we'll just kind of extend it in here. So this will be terminal 1's parking area. And then over here, this will be terminal 2's parking area. Okay, so those areas, they're not touching. They should be pretty awesome, working all together. Oh, one of the you know what's happened? I think some of these people can't pass through here potentially. Okay, so let's get rid of that and let's extend this again over here. Maybe that is in fact the problem that we're experiencing. So if we do this and we put the sidewalk in place right over there, maybe that solves some stuff. I don't know, but now at least you can walk between the 2 terminals if you should want to. There's still massive queues over here, which I don't like. Okay, now let's get back to terminal 3 and we'll see about starting our planning for this thing. Okay, so the elements that we need is going to be a check-in area and then a baggage claim area, and then security and the likes. And so because most of the stuff is going to kind of happen on the 2nd floor, I am tempted that we do a nice big baggage claim area over here with shops and the like. And then what we do is we set back up here. So then that goes into baggage, that goes into the baggage handling system. Okay, so let's start planning out some stuff here. If we do some baggage claim areas, right? Let's see, maybe put them back, something like that. Let's do nice big ones. So if we do a big baggage claim areas, that kind of does a little something like this. Okay, we'll move that over there, and maybe one more. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Maybe we don't need 5, maybe 4 is going to be sufficient. Maybe we'll do that. Let's demolish that one over there. but then they're slightly offset. So let's try that one more time. Let's delete this one and that one, and we'll start it off pretty much the same thing from the other side. Baggage claim area, so about over there is kind of where we have it. Then we'll have a gap of maybe 3. We'll do another one over there, and yeah, that's going to be a perfect fit if we move this one. Let's move that one. We'll get another gap of 3, and we'll put that one in there. We'll do 4 big baggage claim areas over here. So there we go. Something like, oh, but anyway, it's not perfect, but I think it's fine, to be honest. It's nice and symmetrical for those of you with the OCD. There needs to be a crosswalk near the checkpoint and subway in Terminal 2. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Terminal 2. There needs to be a crosswalk near the checkpoint and subway. Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, we need it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for pointing that out. Will that solve some of the thing? I'm still getting some of these tracker finding errors things. Let's just see how security is going over here. Oh, like a breeze. Like a breeze. The only problem we have is these ludicrous pieces over here, and I can't kind of wonder why the subway isn't just taking more people on. You should just be going to the subway altogether. I don't quite get why they keep making these massive queues over here. They're not using the seats. They're just doing that. So anyway, back to Terminal 3 over here. So that's kind of the idea there. So we'll do some big access points over here. Let's get the big doors going on for us. So let's do something like this. We'll just do like double doors in there. Large double doors. This is actually, we'll put 3 of them in here. And we'll do some large double doors over there. Nice. So that's a good starting point. It's probably worth us adding a little bit over here as well, and similarly, that's not what I wanted to do. That's a little close. So it's going to be there and there. Yeah, perfect. So let's just fix this wall up. That's our big double door situation. So this is the massive arrivals hall. So I want people should actually walk through here, and then they go on over here. So let's go upstairs and start putting in some stuff right over here. So if we do say something like that, we'll extend the whole thing, but if we do something like that, that's going to give us our starting point over here. So now I want to do probably a few lifts kind of right in the center maybe. So if we do, but one thing that we should bear in mind is that right in the center is not going to work that well. It's going to be probably better if we do it on the edges here. So let's do something like that, a lift over there, and we'll do a similar thing over there, maybe even 2 on each side. Yeah, look at that, that'll go upstairs. Absolutely, that's going to be awesome. I think that's going to work really well in that spot there. In previous series, you closed all bus stops and taxi stops and forced all people to use subway. That seemed working at the time. Yeah, I think that could be a workable solution. Let's test it over here. Let's quickly go and close all of these. Actually, what's going on with these? Maybe we should test it on this one. Stuff is still happening over here. Let's quickly see. Something somewhere is not quite right here in terms of our zoning. Let's rezone our secure zone here. Just going to try and sort that out. If we rezone the secure zone like so and like so, will that resolve some of our issues? I'm always wondering. Maybe a little. Okay, I'm still getting some nonsense stuff here going on. Okay, let's get another subway thing going on here, and then I'm going to close all of these things to see how that works. But yeah, it's really annoying if this queuing thing is going to remain a problem for us. Or maybe I just don't know how to really deal with it. So let's do that, and we'll get some little path pieces over there. So hopefully that can take on a little bit more. I'm going to go and close off all of this. I'm a little over all of this. If we can just make use of the subways themselves, I don't mind putting tons and tons of subways in here instead. So let's just close all of that out. It's not realistic from an airport point of view, but let's see if we can't at least resolve the big issues that we're facing here. So let's close all of those and all of those. But yeah, it's problematic, isn't it? Close that one off and close that one off. So now, with everybody going back, they're quickly going to the bathroom because they've been queuing for hours and hours. Close that one as well. And now, hopefully, they will start using the subway. Yeah, maybe that's just the way we're going to deal with it. We'll come back in a while and see if that works. I think taxi stops are not the problem. The bus stops is the real one. Maybe only the bus stops. Ooh, I think that they're all kind of getting a bit queuey. There's a lot of queues going on there, so we'll see. Now, we want to do some of these escalators in a few locations here. So let's do one there. Actually, we don't need it that far ahead though. Let's bring it back. And let's kind of trim it to, oops, that's the wrong, okay, yeah, we'll trim it to over here. We'll do there, we'll do one there, and we'll do one here. Right, and then we've got the that on the edges there. So that should work quite well. And what we'll do is we'll do check-in over here. The bags will drop straight into our baggage handling facility downstairs, which will run it out to some facility over here where the vehicles can pick them up. I think we're going to try and keep that really clean this time around. And then we'll extend the top part of the terminal as much as we need to potentially go and feed some stands out somewhere. So let's have a look at how we're going to continue that journey. So we'll need at least a little bit more room here. Oh, but we will be using the automation pieces. So anyway, we're going to extend that a little bit downstairs here. Well, we need the baggage handling facility, right? So let's start by a 10 wide baggage handling facility area over there. We will continue to expand that area in through there, and then we'll start our secure area over here. The other thing we need to be mindful of is we will of course want to get staff rooms in a number of locations, and we want seating everywhere and bathrooms everywhere and all kinds of stuff like that. I think we'll probably run the two. I'm almost tempted. So if we go downstairs, we want to do our baggage screening stuff over here and then maybe run it out a little bit of an extension over here. Yeah, so it will be good if we can kind of drop all the bags down on the one end here. So we'll maybe do all of our check-in areas up on this side, and then all of our self-check-in stuff maybe on this side, and then into security and through there. Yeah, maybe that's the way we'll do it. So let's get this going. Let's just quickly check our terminal stuff. Yeah, all of this is done. The terminal isn't necessarily closed, but there's shouldn't be a lot of stuff going on over here. Let's quickly get our check-in desks up and running here. Information. Let's go and grab and put some big information desks downstairs over here. Over there and over there. I think that should be a pretty decent use of information desks, just right like so. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think at the back here we will do a staff room. A nice big staff room over here would be awesome, actually. With its own secure area, because I do want the baggage handling facility here to be secure. So let's actually do that. Let's grab ourselves a nice sizable. Can we run it underneath there? No, we cannot. So a nice sizable one up to about that spot there. And we'll get a security check through here. So we'll have staff kind of hanging out in that area, and then they can move through into that side. That's kind of the idea. And we can try and make this look nice and have some bathrooms and things up on the edges over here, because We don't want to clog this entire area down there. That's actually a pretty good setup. Now back to check-in desks. We want check-in, the medium-sized check-in desks, and the idea will be, I think I'm just gonna do one. The question is, should I do 2 rows of them? 15 minutes to midnight. I think what we can do, okay, this is the plan. The plan is I will be slotting them in, maybe we'll give it a little gap and then we'll start it. So we'll start it off from there. How many can I squeeze in here? I think that's about enough. So how many is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I think that is sufficient because we don't want to go, actually that's maybe a little bit too much. Let's bring back 1 of them. So we'll go with 5 of them. And this is going to be the area, and then that's going to be security, and then, actually we may have to do something a little bit more, a little smarter over here. Now let's get the other pieces. Not that one, this one. Okay, so actually let's get ourselves the queue, and now I forgot to do the whole, oh, they're the wrong way around. Guys, they're the wrong way around. It's like I've never played this game before. Okay, this gives us the perfect opportunity to restart the whole thing. This area can this gonna be seating, maybe yeah, that's fine. So we'll do that one. Okay, let's give it the queue that it needs, and then we'll just copy it. Okay, queue through here. So that's kind of my idea. So let's then copy that whole setup and we'll paste it. Oh, it's actually working. The copying and pasting is working. Nice. And a 5th one. And I'm almost tempted to do another row of them. I don't think we need to, but I'm almost tempted. Let's just do another row for good measure. And then we'll quickly do 2 rows of the self check-in pieces on the other side. Yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. Now, self check-in pieces. Check-in over here. The self check-in ones. Okay, now, these are going to feed that very same thing. So I want to give it a little bit of gap. So we'll do something like this, right? Do these have a queue? No, these don't have a queue. So they just kind of do their own thing. So let's try and, well, we could actually use the copy and paste tool yet again. And we'll just kind of paste them up here like this. And, ooh, they're a little offset there. But I think that is kind of the idea. So we'll feed them up here. They will drop down underneath here straight away. And then we'll kind of combine them or split them and those kind of things. The question that I have now is, should we probably add 1 more row of this? Let's add another row. Why not? It's called over design. So yeah, that's seemingly about the right. That'll be about the right distance between them, I would imagine, because we don't want. Actually, let's give it a little bit more room. Something like that's going to look. No. This is going to look better. Yeah, it's going to be better. That's the one. There we go. That's a kind of perfect setup right there. We could actually do even another one. Yeah, because they can use the same thing. These two, that. Okay, let's do 1 more. Let's do 1 more. Let's go nuts and do 1 more. And have it feed in like so. Go nuts. Why not? Okay, there we go. So let's get our belts in here now. The more self check-in, the more people that can check in. Yeah, of course, that's the kind of the plan. That is the plan, but we're not, this is going to be a huge airport, so I don't think we're going to need all of this, to be really honest. If we run that up to around there. Lots of little baggage handling sections that we need to kind of sort out. Ooh, what's going on? Like so and like so. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Okay, now let's tie off those last little bits and pieces there. We're going for the fairly realistic airport build here. It has to look and feel like an airport, especially this last terminal. We're not, we're trying to get the right stuff going on over here. Ah, nice. That's my glass of water there, Kevin. Okay, I think one more piece over here, and then we'll just drop them all down to the bottom. So if we transition them downwards, they will just all drop down to the bottom from here, and so hopefully we won't have to deal with much more than that. So what we're also going to do over here is now we're going to go and grab ourselves tons of the other stuff, and maybe we can actually do security on this side instead. Maybe that is an option for us, because this is a lot of room. We've got a lot of room going on up here. So let's, because we've got a double layer of security, we need to bear that in mind. Okay, we're going to go with these self check-in desks as well. So how much room is there in between there? That's like 8. Huh? So 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we do something like this, should be okay, right? So let's just run tons of these things down here. If I can get them to align. I think our incident notifications have stopped, which is very good. I'm really thrilled about that. Okay, and there we go. And what I'll do is I'll use the copy tool, and we'll just do one on the back side as well. And I think that should be sufficient. I really don't think we're going to need more check-in capacity than this, but we can do another row of them. So that's kind of the whole way we're going to do the check-in situation here. Now, the idea is that from here, people should start making their way towards the security zone, and I think we'll actually do a very nice little split right down the middle over here. It's not going to be perfectly down the middle, but we'll kind of do a split that does a little something like this, right? And then that can kind of, this, we can then start doing big security stuff going on over here. So the way I see it is we can do, let's see about this. If we do large security pieces, we can do the secure zones with their queues, probably down there and down here, and then they feed into the middle. Yeah, I think that is probably about right. We need the secure zone. Let's do about 3 on this side and about 3 on that side. Yeah, that should give us enough room for some queues. Whether that's sufficient, we might have to do more than a few of them actually. Okay, so let's start our new secure zone over here. I think that is about how we're going to do it, right? Going to do something like that as the starting point for our secure zone. Secure zone 3, that means our counting is doing, it's correct. The counting is happening in a fashion that is working. So this is kind of my plan, right? We'll do these guys in like so. So 3 there. Yeah, it's not going to be sufficient, is it? Well, I think it may be. It may be sufficient, and we can still have the option of adding one or two more, maybe the medium ones in here actually. Let's grab the medium ones and see how we can we just put my overlay back on there so I can try and see how many, and then 2 and 2 maybe. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. So we can put staff down here and see how this goes. But this is kind of my idea with the secure zone. So let's grab our little hedges. We're going to run hedges in there. So kind of close that out. And we're going to do a very similar thing over here. And, ooh, We will move the entire hedge up one row so that we have it all nicely lined up over there. And presumably we don't actually need this piece of hedge over there, but I do want to kind of create a nice area. So we need to do tons of queuing. So let's make sure we queue in that direction. And obviously we could have used the whole copy tool thing to do that. But I think we'll do just about that, and that'll be the queuing, so people can kind of slowly make their way in here and start joining the queue. We've got decent queue distances here, or queue spaces. Queue length is probably the word that I'm looking for. The middle is where you can have the shops and the seating. Oh yeah, it's something we can do. Yeah, it's something we can do. Definitely, I do want to have shops and stuff all over this terminal, much more so than the other terminals. Nice. I like it with it ending over there. It means this is going to be nice and clean. I really like it. Over here, we'll definitely go for staff only, at least as a starting point. And let's try and just get a very basic queue set up over here. Just something like that. I just want a tiny little queue over here for these guys, because I don't want it to kind of tie up this area here. Now this side, we're going to go in the opposite direction, like so. And like that. That's pretty good. We'll quickly finish off these final pieces of queue here. Up to there. There we go. I'm keen to, once we finish this, I'm keen to go back and see how that other terminal is performing where we've closed all the drop-offs. Let's do this. We'll do that. Excellent. This is looking, no, too much. This is looking good. Very good. There we go. Nice. Look at that. Check into security, into whatever we're going to do over here. And potentially this is a little bigger than it needs to be. We'll see. But I like the idea of all of that. We need to just be sure we have a spot for the guys coming back through security. We need to double check that a little bit. So these guys need to find their way somewhere over here. So we could have to do a little bit of underground work over here, but we'll see. I'm pretty keen on that. Okay, so what's going on over here? All of this is closed. There's no problems with queues whatsoever. I'm not getting any fancy weird things. Our operations seems to work fairly well. No complaints really. And then if we come over here, but even this is looking a little bit better now. Look at that. All of this is working a little bit better. Okay, maybe things are just a little smoother. Security over here is running smoothly. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. Actually, quite happy with what's going on there now. I'm not going to reopen this just yet. We're going to see how it goes. Okay, so Terminal 3 is coming along quite nicely over here. Quite nicely. Okay, so that's the plan. So now the idea that I have is that we can run stands somewhere. So let's see about our spacing situation over here. If we look at the large stands, right, they are pretty huge. So let's say I think we do them in the middle over here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually run them up here so that we maximize our space out here for other maneuvers and things like that. And I think that will be smoother for our exit channel as well, to tell you the truth. And we can just run this one down. Absolutely. Then the exit channel can come out of this way. Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Okay, so there we go. Let's get our terminal extended over here. We've got a fair amount of money, but why are we not making money at the moment? What is our current daily? Is that just the construction that is costing us this much?